What's going on, guys? I am Dr. Delay calling my first ever Yankees versus Red Sox game, so hopefully it goes well. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm kind of excited as, again, Yankees-Red Sox, pretty cool rivalry. So I get all this stuff. I believe the Yankees are 1-0. Okay, focused on the game now. Again, Yankees, Red Sox, big rivalry. Red Sox are kind of, a little bit average this year, but I'm sure it's okay. I'm sure it'll be a good stream. If not, it is what it is. Goldschmidt will be leading off here for the Yankees. Garrett Crochet is going to be your starter. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be a chopper to third. First pitch, throws to first for out number one. So just like that, already one out here for the Yankees. Crochet enters today with a 6-4 record, 2.35 ERA. So I check the audio here. 1.07 ERA, or whip, pardon me, for Crochet. That's going to bring up Ben Rice. Here's the pitch. Second pitch is hit to short. Throws to first, and he is out. So look at that. 2 pitches, 2 outs for the Yankees. And, of course, that's going to bring up batting third, Aaron Judge, batting .392, OPS of 1264, 25 home runs and 59 RBIs. He's been fantastic this year. That's Crochet. Delivers. That's going to be inside the strike zone for a ball. Look at that. Oh, well. 1-0 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be outside for a ball. So ball 2. 2-0 count. So I give Yankees Red Sox a shot. We'll see how it goes tonight for the views. Here's the 2-0. That's going to be in there for a called strike. So 2-1 count. Crochet and the Red Sox, they're wearing their green, like the big green monster. I'm assuming that's what that green is supposed to be. I mean, I guess it could be the Celtics as well, but it's a little bit of a different shade of green. Here's the 2-1. That's going to be inside for ball 3. So 3-1 count here to Aaron Judge. That's Crochet. Delivers. That's a swing and a miss, strike 2. So full count here to Aaron Judge. Here's the 3-2. And swing and a miss. He struck him out. So the Yankees go down quickly as we head to the bottom of the first inning. Your score is 0-0. There, of course, are your scores from around the Major League. Pirates winning earlier today. We called that one 2-1 victory there, almost at 30 wins on the year. And then for the rest of the league, well, they're just getting underway here. As you can see, a lot of zeros on the board. So, the games have just now started. So if you are a first-time visitor, of course, I do encourage you to hit that subscribe button. This is not really my first time calling baseball games. I haven't really worked my way to many Yankees or Red Sox game. The only Yankees game was a Pirates game, and then the Red Sox was a random one with the Mariners. That ended up being a pretty neat stream. That was in April. But yeah, no. If you like what you see, hit that subscribe button. This is what I've been doing since opening day. This is my 48th baseball game of the year. So hopefully, again, that's good enough for you guys. And again, if you're a football fan, which I know New York has 2 teams, Boston has a team, I'm willing to put my Steelers-Patriots thing to the side, as I'll be doing football later down the road this year, of course, every Steelers game. But again, that second window in the afternoon will be voted by you guys, the subscribers. So hopefully that's appealing to you. And then same with college football as well. I'll be doing 2 games, at least 2 games every Saturday. All right, let's see. The Yankees starting pitcher, I don't really know too much about him, Ryan Yarbrough. 4.17 ERA, 1.15 WHIP. He is a 3-1 record. Only 6 starts for him this year. Due up for the Red Sox is going to be Rob Refsnyder. He is batting .284, OPS of .905, 4 home runs and 12 RBIs. As here is the pitch. That's going to be right down the middle for strike 1. Oh, 1 count. Yarbrough sets and delivers. That's going to be upstairs for ball 1. 1-1 count. Yarbrough sets and delivers. That's going to be low for ball 2. It's a classic rivalry here. Red Sox, though, not wearing their classic uniforms. Kind of a little bit of a disappointment as they wear their green uniforms. I guess that's because of the green monster. I'm not really sure. Here's the 2-1. That's going to be outside ball 3. So 3-1 count as Refsnyder's going to ask for time. Despite being ahead, I guess that's what you got to do. You got to use it. You can't carry it over to the next at-bat. So I guess that's why. 3-1 count. See, there is a vote as here is the 3-1. That's going to be outside ball 4. So Yarbrough loses Refsnyder. That's going to bring up Rafael Devers. I do have a vote. Feel free to vote who you'd like. Who you think is going to win, Red Sox and Yankees. Devers is batting .284, .905 OPS, 4 home runs, and 12. No. My bad. Devers is batting .276, OPS of .911, 14 home runs, and 57 RBIs. Yeah, I don't know why it clicked there. So runner on first here in the bottom of the first. As Devers is up. Yarbrough sets. And delivers. That's going to be outside for ball 1. It's 1-0 count. Weather report there, 65 degrees. Chance of rain is 25%. Rain just happening all across the nation. Thunderstorms here where I live. As here is the 1-0. That's going to be hit foul. So 1-1 count to Devers. As this game is just now pretty much beginning. Yankees went down quickly. First 2 pitches of the game resulted in 2 outs. And Aaron Judge striking out. Here is the 1-1, and that's going to be hit to center. But Bellinger makes the catch for out number 1. And that's going to bring up Gonzalez here. Romy Gonzalez, he is batting .321, OPS of .831, 1 home run and 14 RBIs on the season. Yarbrough sets, looks over at first, and delivers. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Sorry, just waiting for them to show the game here. There we go. 0-1 count. Yarbrough delivers. That's going to be inside for a ball. Ref Snyder walked to begin the bottom of the first. Devers with the fly out to center. One on one count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be low for a ball. Ball 2. Two and one count. Yarbrough sets. And delivers. That's going to be outside for strike 2. So that one was a little bit off the plate, but they called it a strike. 2-2 count. Yarbrough at 12 pitches at the moment as he sets. And looks like the pitcher's going to step off here. And Gonzalez is going to take a timeout. Ref Snyder walked to begin this one. Again, Devers with the fly out. Yankees went down really quickly. First 2 pitches of the game for the Yankees resulted in 2 outs. And then Aaron Judge worked a little bit of a count, but then struck out. Here is the 2-2. And that one's hit right, but foul. So 2-2 count is the count. It's been like that for a little bit now. Runner on first. Yarbrough sets. And fires. That's hit right and foul. So we'll do this again. Again, 2-2 has been the count for a little bit here. Last few pitches. It's felt a little bit longer, I guess, because of the step off and the timeout. Yarbrough again with a 4-point something. I can't remember. 4.14 ERA. Here is the 2-2. That's in the dirt for ball 3. So 3-2 count. Runner on first. 1 out. In the bottom of the first. Yarbrough sets. And delivers. And that's going to be hit to center. Bellinger on the run at the warning track and makes the catch for out number 2. And Ref Snyder's going to have to retreat to first. So 2 away here for the Red Sox. And that's going to bring up Narvaez, Carlos Narvaez. He is batting .279, OPS of .813. 6 homers on 22 RBIs, yeah. Runner on first. Yarbrough sets and fires. That's a swing and a miss, strike 1. Oh and 1 count to Narvaez, and I think he's going to ask for time. And he steps back in briefly. 0-1. Yarbrough sets. And delivers. That's outside for a ball. Narvaez hitting a home run last weekend against the Yankees. As here is the 1-1. That's going to be outside for ball 2. Among catchers, he is batting, he's 3rd in the AL. OPS is 2nd. WAR is 2nd. So very solid behind Cal Riley in OPS and WAR. And Yarbrough is going to step off. 2-1 count here at the bottom of the first. Yarbrough about to be at 20 pitches. 2 outs. 0-0 is your score in this historical rivalry. Definitely it intrigued me. That's why I kind of want to do this game. Here's the 2-1. That's going to be low for ball 3. I haven't been able to call one yet. I have called a Yankees game and a Red Sox game earlier in the year. Just haven't been able to circle my way back to them. Yarborough delivers the 3-1. That's going to be outside, ball 4. So both base runners here getting on due to walks. And that's going to bring up Roman Anthony. And, he's a very young prospect, number 1 prospect in MLB. Currently, for the majors, he's batting, .083 with an OPS of 321, but he has only had 12 at-bats, so, it's still early in his career. So he'll have a nice little RBI opportunity if he's able to get this out of the infield. And they have a mound visit, actually. They're having a little chat with Yarborough. 3 RBIs for Roman Anthony this year. And I see there's some fans with the Roman, like the Spartan helmet or whatever. Or maybe a Trojan. I don't know. I don't want to offend any of the... I forgot who the Spartans and Trojans were. I don't know. I forgot. Spartan might have been Persia. Maybe. I'm not too sure. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Yarborough sets and fires. That's going to be in there for strike 1. Lefty on lefty. I'm actually curious now. Well, who are the Spartans and who are the Trojans? I think Romans were the Trojans. I don't know. 0-1 count. Looks over at second and delivers. That's going to be hit to second. Throws to first for out number 3. So nothing doing there for the Red Sox as we head to the top of the second inning. Your score is 0-0. Again, if you do like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. So, again, if this is your first time here, I will kind of briefly show you that I've been doing baseball games for a while. There's the Yankees, the lone Yankees game, and I'm not going to brag or say, yeah, I've been doing Yankees Reds. No, I haven't. But, you can change that if you're a Yankees or Red Sox fan. Just let me know, hey, I'm a fan of these teams or one of these teams, and just consistently talk to me, and I'll get you guys in. Obviously, I'm a Pirates fan, so not much to cheer for. But, I do have fans, a lot of NL West fans that represent all the teams, and a lot of Mets fans. And you'll see a lot of Mets games here picked up. But, yeah, and also if you're a football fan, I do encourage you to hit that subscribe button. So, Jets. Well, I'll see you guys, the Jets fans, if there's any Jets fans here, week 1 for sure. But a cool thing is that I'm going to have you guys vote for the second game that week, for Sundays. Steelers game, I'll do every Steelers game, but then the second game will be voted by the subscribers. Same thing with college football. I'll be getting you guys to have some input there as well. And then, of course, baseball again. It's really is kind of random. More so Pirates. And, of course, again, the more subscribers there are for each team, the more they talk to me, the more I work you guys in. Diamondbacks have the second most subscribers, so that's why they have the second most games. So I've done 8 games for them. Pirates are now at 24 games. I got to change that. I got to recheck the Cubs because apparently I've done 6 games of them. I only had 4 of them written down. 2 up here for the Yankees. It's going to be Bellinger. Cody Bellinger batting .255, 773, OPS. 9 home runs and 36 RBIs on the year. As here's the pitch. That's inside for ball 1. 1-0 count to Bellinger. Here is the 1-0. That's going to be on the inside corner for strike 1. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be hit to left, and that is fouled back. 1-2 count. Red Sox in the City Connect jerseys, doing the Green Monster jerseys. As Bellinger hits this to right center field. Under it is the center fielder who makes the catch for out number 1. Not too sure on some of the names here. You have to bear with me as I learn the names. Rafaela. That's going to bring up Anthony Volpe, batting .244, OPS of 764. 8 home runs, 38 RBIs. Here's the pitch. That's going to be outside for ball 1. 1-0 count to Volpe. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit to center, and that's going to get down for a base hit. It sounded like the bat broke. So the Yankees get on. They get the first hit of the game, actually. Not the first base runner, but the first hit. And that's going to bring up Jason Dominguez, who is batting .240, OPS of 726, 6 home runs, and 25 RBIs. He's never been caught stealing in his career. I think that's a neat little fun fact. Crochet sets, and actually he's going to throw over. And he is safe and sound. 6 home runs, 25 RBIs. Crochet delivers. That's a swing and a miss. Strike 1. Dominguez batting .320 against lefties since May 6th. That's pretty neat. Definitely doing a lot better against lefties. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit to right. And that is going to be caught for out number 2. Gonzalez made a little bit of a run into foul territory and makes the catch. And that's going to bring up LeMahieu, DJ LeMahieu. Remember him as a Rocky. Batting .279, OPS of 769. 2 home runs, 9 RBIs. As here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. 0-1 count. Crochet sets and delivers. That's going to be outside for a ball. 1-1 count. Crochet sets and delivers. That's going to be in there for a called strike. LeMahieu didn't seem to like the call. Is he kind of shaking his head at the umpire? 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. That's outside for a ball. So 2-2. Top of the second. Runner on first. Crochet sets and delivers. That's going to be inside for ball 3. Three and 2. Crochet sets. Looks over. And we have LeMahieu calling for time. Crochet's only at 21 pitches, so very efficient first inning. In fact, the first 2 outs, again, were just 2 pitches, 2 outs. Here's the 3-2. That's hit right, but also fouled. So 3-2 count, runner on first here in the top of the second. 0-0 is your score. as we are just now getting underway pretty much. It's been about 20 minutes. Here's the 3-2. Chopper to short. Story throws to first for out number 3. So nothing doing there for the Yankees. As we head to the bottom of the second inning, your score 0-0. Let's look at the other scores from around the major leagues. Again, the Pirates, I did that game earlier. They won 2-1. Marlins up 4-0 over the Nationals. Phillies up 4-0 over the Blue Jays. And then, of course, zeros across the board in a few games. Rockies up 2-1 over the Braves. Tigers up 1-0 over the Reds. Again, if you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. Every subscriber helps me out so much. And again, I've been doing this since opening day, so don't think it's like a one-off thing. As you can see, I did a little bit of college basketball as well. But yeah, no, hopefully, it's something that appeals to you. Again, there's a lot of Pirates games, but I really just listen to the subscribers. As you know, we're doing that one as of now. But yeah, tomorrow I'm doing the UFL as well. So if you're a football fan, definitely hit that subscribe button. Look, I have the Hall of Fame game up for you guys. I'm ready to go for football. So again, if you're a football fan, this will not be a bad channel for you. College and NFL. So we got the best of both worlds. As due up for the Red Sox is going to be Story, Toro, and Rafaela. Trevor Story is batting .230 with an OPS of 629, 9 home runs, and 34 RBIs. As we're slowly but surely working our way back to Boston. Yeah, I do have a poll up. Feel free to let me know who you think is going to win. Right now, 2 votes for the Red Sox. Red Sox at 100%. All right, we're back finally. Geez, as Yarborough steps on the mound to begin the bottom of the second. 0-0 is your score. Not much happening at the moment. As Yarborough sets and delivers. That's going to be outside for ball 1. Again, Story with that .230 average. 629 OPS. Here's the 1-0. That's going to be upstairs for ball 2. So 2-0 count. Packed house there in Boston, even though they're just below 500, they have a very passionate fan base, especially with the Yankees coming to town. Here's the 2-0, and that's going to be poked into center, and that's going to get down for a base hit. So Story is aboard, and that's going to bring up Toro. This is Abraham Toro. He's batting .330. An OPS of 928, 5 home runs, and 12 RBIs. Yarborough sets and delivers. That's going to be in there for a called strike. 0-1 count. Yarborough doesn't like the pitch calms, I guess. Now he sets there like something and delivers. That's going to be low for ball 1. So 1-1 count. Yarborough sets and delivers. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. So 1-2 count here to Toro. Runner on first here in the bottom of the second. It's still 0-0. Yarborough sets and delivers. That is upstairs for ball 2. So 2-2 count. Story with a nice little lead. And he's off. Swing and a miss as the ball gets away. So Story is going to cruise into second with a stolen base. Couldn't quite get a clean transfer there from the glove to the hand. So Story is on at second, and that's going to bring up Rafaela, who is, I'm sorry, Sedan Rafaela? We'll just do Rafaela. Batting .254, OPS of 708, 6 home runs and 25 RBIs. Here's the pitch. That's going to be outside for ball one. One-0 count to Rafaela. Story in at second. Runner in scoring position. Yarbrough looks back at Story. And pickoff attempt. No, he's just going to step off. Just keeping an eye on it, of course, as customary with all of Major League Baseball. If you're the home team and you see the away pitcher trying to pick off your batter or runner, you're not going to like it. You're going to boo just because. Here's the 1-0. That's going to be hit up the middle, and that's going to get through for a base hit. I imagine Story's rounding third and heading for home, and he is. And Boston is going to take an early 1-0 lead over the Yankees. Just hits it right up the middle, back where it came from. That was a pitch that was pretty low at knee level. And yeah, right off the mound. And so the Red Sox on the board, as that's going to bring up Campbell. Kristen Campbell, batting .230, OPS of 679, 6 home runs, and 21 RBIs. Runner on first. And a pickoff attempt. Oh, they caught him in a rundown, and he is out. So Rafaela, the nice little RBI there, but he is caught stealing. So Campbell will have to do this without a base runner. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit to left center field, and a nice little run there by Dominguez makes the catch for out number 3. But the Red Sox able to do some damage as we head to the top of the third inning. Your score, 1-0. Again, I do have a little vote here. Red Sox currently up 2-0. Who do you think is going to win tonight? Who do you think is winning tonight? Crochet on the mound for the Red Sox. So even though the Yankees have the better record, Red Sox, I expect it to be pretty close right now, 2-0. And hopefully, again, if you like what you see, you hit that subscribe button. Again, I've been doing this since opening day. Yes, it is a lot of Pirates games, but I'm not opposed to, bouncing around the major leagues. As you see, again, I did a random Red Sox Mariners game many months ago, or about a month ago. Yeah, it says streamed 1 month ago. It's probably early in April or mid-April. But yeah, no, I've been doing this. Hopefully you like what you see and hit that subscribe button. And again, I'm a big football fan, so hopefully if you're a football fan, you will subscribe. It's free, as again, I'll be doing all Steelers games. And of course, that afternoon game will be voted on by you guys. Same with college football. An example here is that opening game in Ireland will be Iowa State and Kansas State. But then later that night, there's an opportunity to do another one, and you guys will have complete control over that one. You guys will vote on those 3 games, which one will be streamed by me. And, yeah, so, and just some proof is that I have done some polls just in the past, just, getting your guys' input. Of course, those are just questions. There's another one. So, yeah, no, as of lately, I've been doing a lot more polls. Hopefully you like what you see and hit that subscribe button, as that's going to bring up Austin Wells. He's batting .228, OPS of 769, 11 home runs, and 42 RBIs. As we're ready to begin the top of the third. And Crochet delivers. That's in there for strike 1. 1-1 count. Crochet delivers. That's a swing and a miss, strike 2. So very quickly, 0-2. Crochet at 25 pitches as we're beginning the top of the third. So far, very efficient. No one called for time. I don't know why it's taking forever. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. So down goes Wells on strikes. As this is going to bring up Oswald Peraza. He is batting .167, OPS of .552, 3 home runs and 11 RBIs on the year for Peraza. As here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for a ball. Looked pretty good. 1-0 count. Crochet delivers. That's upstairs for ball 2. So 2-0 count. Crochet delivers. That's going to be hit foul. As they show Jazz Chisholm there on the in the dugout, doing some drills earlier. Looks pretty good, as that's going to be upstairs ball 3. Very athletic guy. 3-1 count. Crochet delivers. Upstairs, ball 4, so Peraza walks, as that's going to bring up Paul Goldschmidt. Goldschmidt batting .312 with an OPS of .827. So runner on first here in the top of the third, 1 out. Goldschmidt also with 7 home runs and 31 RBIs on the year. Crochet sets and delivers. That's going to be just upstairs, ball 1. One-0 count. Crochet sets and delivers. That's going to be hit to right. And that is going to be caught for a loud out number 2. Roman Anthony had to make a big run. I mean, that one kept carrying. So that's going to bring up Ben Rice. So for 1, batting .234, OPS of .798. Runner on first. Here's the pitch. That's going to be inside for a ball. 12 home runs, 26 RBIs on the year for Rice. OPS of, again, .798, so pretty solid. Crochet sets and delivers. That's in there for strike 1. So 1-1 count. See, another vote just happened. Look at that. Yankees getting a vote there. So Yankees fans piling in as Rice calls for time. 1-1 count. Here at the top of the third. 2 outs. Runner on first. Red Sox up 1-0. Rafaela with the RBI there in the bottom of the second. Here's the 1-1, and that's going to be hit to left. On the run is Refsnyder at the wall, and that's going to be a foul ball, I think. Man, he was hustling straight into that, and he honestly handled that like a champ, going full speed into that thing. Oh my gosh. Jeez. Yeah, he definitely ran full speed into that. Jeez, yeah, wow. All right, 1-2 count here. Refsnyder is tough. That's what I learned just now. That was me, not a Yanks fan. Just really hate Boston. Oh, okay, gotcha. Well, thank you for stopping by. Ground ball up the middle. Throws to first for out number 3. Thank you, Hammer. Seen you the last few days. I appreciate you. As we head to the bottom of the third, Red Sox up 1-0. So Hammer, unfortunately, is, as of now, if the game were to end, he would be incorrect. Again, I would like to remind you guys that I have been doing this since day one, so I obviously it's going to be a tough sell if you're a Yankees or Red Sox fan. Haven't done many Yankees or Red Sox games, but I do bounce around, and the more vocal you guys are, the more likely you are to be picked by me. Again, I don't just do Pirates games. I bounce around, have a lot of NL West subscribers, so I prioritize, other than Pittsburgh, the NL West. See, look at that. Dodgers, Padres, Dodgers. There's Giants, Padres, Diamondbacks. That's just an example. I do have a lot of Mets subscribers too, so I try to get them in. There's a big stretch of Mets support there. And then again, for football, tomorrow night I'm doing the UFL Championship. Hopefully I can see you there if you just have the free time or whatnot, can't watch the game. Same thing with the NFL. I already got the NFL Hall of Fame game ready to go. But again, how it's going to work for the NFL is that I'm doing my Steelers. So, again, if you're a Yankees and Jets fan, I feel like Yankees, it's going to be Yankees and Giants and then Mets, Jets. That's just what I think, but I could be wrong. But, Steelers, Jets, week 1. I already have the thumbnail up. I'm actually going to probably drop that tonight. Might as well. And then you guys will vote for the afternoon window there. So Tennessee, Denver, San Fran, Seattle, Detroit, Green Bay, Houston. You get the gist. Same with college. I will be doing at least one college game every Saturday. Or actually, no, at least 2 college games every Saturday. I pick one. You guys will pick another. I am picking Iowa State, Kansas State. And you guys will vote for that later window there on week 0. And then so on. We'll be doing that, and then of course during the week there'll be the MAC and all that other other group of 5 or group of 6 college games. So hopefully I see you guys there later down the road. As Rob Refsnyder is going to be digging in. He walked in the first, batting .284, OPS of .912. As Yarbrough sets and delivers. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. So 0-1 count as Refsnyder backs up way away. I'm assuming he called for time because, he just went outside of the dirt there. Giancarlo Stanton expected to play a rehab game tomorrow in Somerset, so good news for Yankees fans and baseball fans everywhere. That's going to be outside for a ball. Maybe not Red Sox fans, but, it's better when he's playing, You want your stars to play, or at least, your really good players. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be outside for ball 2. 2-1 count. Red Sox up 1-0. Run was scored in the bottom of the second. Here's the 2-1. That's going to be right down the middle for strike 2. 2-2. Yarbrough sets. And delivers outside for ball 3. 3-2 count here to Refsnyder. Devers is on deck. Yarbrough sets. And fires. That's going to be hit in the infield, popped up. And LeMahieu makes the catch for out number 1. So one away here for the Red Sox, as that's going to bring up Rafael Devers, batting .275, OPS of .908. It's very similar numbers to Refsnyder. Could say that the other way around. Refsnyder very similar to Devers, as Devers has 14 home runs and 57 RBIs. Yarbrough sets and delivers. That's going to be inside for ball 1. .1-0 count, 1-0 score. Yarbrough sets And fires. That's inside, almost hit him. As the Red Sox fans are going to boo that, of course. 2-0 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit foul. So 2-1 count. Devers has played pretty well against the Yankees in his career, batting .272 against the Yankees, 30 home runs, 77 RBIs, slugging .535, and all that in 110 games. So 30 home runs in 110 games. Wow. Here's the 2-1. That's going to be outside ball 3. So I think he definitely turns it up in the big rivalry game. 3-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit left, but also foul. So the count still 3-2. Devers is going to step out real quick. .45 minutes or so has passed since this game has started. So it's going at about a good pace. Here's the 3-2. That's going to be hit to third. Throws to first for out number 2. Gets him by a step as Devers was hustling down that line. And that's going to bring up Romy Gonzalez. Batting .316, OPS of .821. They showed Devers while he was entering the dugout. I don't know if he was mad or something, but didn't seem thrilled with that. Like, that was interesting. Yarbrough sets and delivers. That is outside for ball 1. Just got to readjust this chair. Sometimes it can be a little uncomfortable. Little bit. It's a nice chair, though. 1-0 count. Yarbrough delivers. That is outside for ball 2. Again, I do have a poll. Feel free to vote. Who do you think is going to win, Yankees or Red Sox? I'm curious to see what you guys think. As, again, Crochet is the pitcher for the Red Sox tonight. So that's kind of the wild card. Yankees obviously doing very well. As here's the 2-0. That's going to be chopped to third. Throws and not in time. That's going to be an infield single. Gonzalez hustling down the line there. Very, very nice there. It's going to be a tough play for him. As that's going to bring up Narvaez. He's batting .279, OPS of .816. He walked earlier in this one. As they're showing this replay of him hustling down the line again. It was very close, but you got to like the hustle there. As here's the pitch. That's a swing and a miss, strike 1. 6 home runs and 22 RBIs for Carlos. Oh, 1 count. Yarbrough sets. And he's going to step off. Stepped off, I think, twice or 3 times now in this one. So I don't know. I guess I'm not used to it as much. It's usually the batter that's stepping out. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be popped up to shortstop. And that is going to be caught for out number 3. So nothing doing there for the Red Sox. So we head to the top of the 4th inning, where the Red Sox still lead 1-0. And again, if you do like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. I've been doing this since opening day. I understand I haven't really done many of Red Sox and Yankees. As Yankees, I think just the one. Red Sox just the one. But I mean, I do bounce around. I just got to really be told what what fan base you're a part of, and I'll see what I can do to work you in. And also, again, for football, I mean, I will be doing college football and NFL, at least 2 games every Saturday, 2 games every Sunday, and other games, of course, during the week as well. As, again, I'm just a much bigger football fan. So, again, Giants, Jets fans, or, Patriots fans, which, I'm sure we can work out our differences. I'm a Steelers fan. Well, I'm sure we'll survive and coexist for the time being, as we're both obviously far from what we were at our peaks of the powers there. But yeah, I'll be doing Steelers Jets, and then you guys will vote on the later game. I mean, just in week 2 it'll be the same thing pretty much. I'll be doing Steelers, and I forgot, I think it's Seahawks. Yeah, Seahawks and Steelers, and then there's 3 games there, and you guys will vote for them. So, pardon me. So yeah, it'll be the same thing for NFL and college. And then tomorrow, if you can't watch the game for the UFL, I'll be doing that one tomorrow night. Had a really good stream the other night with the DC Defenders and Battlehawks, so hopefully it's a pretty decent stream for the DC Defenders and the Panthers in the UFL championship game. Hopefully you enjoy this. I don't want to oversell or anything like that. When it comes to football, though, that is more of my thing. So a lot more excitement when it comes to calling games, as they're your scores from around the major leagues. Marlins up 6-2 over the Nationals. Phillies up 4-0 over the Blue Jays. Rays up 1-0 over the Mets. 1-1 Cincy and Detroit. 2-1 Colorado and Atlanta, as we are returning to action here. Here is Aaron Judge, as that's a swing and a miss, strike 1. Judge is 0 for 1. He did strike out in the first, batting .390, OPS of 1260. I mean, that is just impressive. 25 home runs, 59 RBIs. 0-2 count to Judge. Crochet sets and delivers. Inside, strike 3 called. And Red Sox fans love that one. Really excited about that. Jeez, oh my gosh. And that's going to bring up Cody Bellinger. He's 0 for 1. Batting .254, OPS of 770. So here is the pitch. And Bellinger hits this to second. Throws to first for out number 2. So very quickly, 2 outs here. And that's going to bring up Anthony Volpe. Or Volpe. I think it's Volpe, though. He is 1 for 1. Batting .247, OPS of 769. So very quickly, 2 outs here. Crochet only at 41 pitches, as we're almost in the bottom of the 4th here. That's going to be just outside ball 1. Volpe batting 247, 8 home runs, 38 RBIs. As here's the 1-0, and that's going to be hit foul. So 1-1 count. To Volpe. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for strike 2. Jason Dominguez is on deck. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. As Crochet looks really good so far. So we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Your score is still 1-0. Again, I do have a poll up. Hopefully, if you haven't voted, feel free to vote. Red Sox and Yankees. That is your game tonight. Who do you think is going to win? Red Sox with the 2 votes. Yankees with the other 1. That one was by Hammer. Can't confirm because he confessed to it. Red Sox again up 1-0. Due up for the Red Sox is going to be Roman Anthony, Trevor Story, and I don't recall Abraham Toro. Yarbrough hasn't pitched too bad. I just think it's just a rough matchup for him as he's again facing Garrett Crochet, who's been very good this year. Excellent, actually. Very good is probably under, stating at 2.25 ERA for Crochet. I mean, that's just very good. And then your other scores from around the major leagues. And I did cover Pirates Cubs earlier. Pirates winning in extras 2-1. Phillies up over the Blue Jays 4-0. Marlins over the Nationals 6-2. Rays up on the Mets 1-0. Tigers up on the Reds 2-1. Rockies up on the Braves 2-1. And then the rest of the games are either delayed or in a warm-up, with later games happening in about an hour and a half or so. We'll probably get to see a little bit of Padres Diamondbacks, but maybe. This game is actually moving by faster than expected, as we're about to begin the bottom of the fourth in just under an hour. So very quick. Not very quick, but quick. As here's Anthony. He's batting .077, OPS of .297. As again, he was just called up not too long ago. As here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for strike one. Despite the .077 average and just being called up, he does have 3 RBIs on the year. So 0-1 count. Yarbrough sets and delivers, and that's going to be hit to left at the warning track, and Dominguez is able to make the catch for out number 1. And that's going to bring up Trevor Story. He's 1 for 1 and has scored the only run in this one, batting .233, OPS of .634. Nine home runs, 34 RBIs. Yarbrough sets. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit to short. Oh, what a play. Throws to first and gets him by a step. That was fantastic by Anthony Volpe. That was a great play. Oh, my goodness. Wow. That was pretty good. That was hit very well. Jeez, I'm throwing in the air. As that's going to bring up Abraham Toro. He's 0 for 1, batting .326, OPS of .918. Yarbrough sets and delivers. That's going to be hit left, but foul, as the ball girl could not locate it. 5 home runs and 12 RBIs. For Toro. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Yarbrough sets and delivers. That's going to be hit to center. Bellinger makes the catch for out number 3. So, very quickly, we head to the top of the 5th inning. Your score is still Red Sox 1, Yankees nothing. And again, if you do like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. Again, I've been doing this since opening day, so hopefully, I'm able to earn that subscription today as we're steadily moving on up. And again, I do thank you guys so much for watching tonight, and hopefully I do an okay job. I'll admit this is not my best performance. I can just feel it. I'm just a little bit tired, as I think I'm ready retire for the night after this game. I'll be relaxing. Again, I'll be doing football tomorrow. Tomorrow evening, I already have the thumbnail for the UFL championship game. So if you're a UFL fan or football fan, UFL fans are really just NFL or college football starved fans, or just diehard bettors. You know, it's a lot of betting pushed in the UFL stuff. Feel free to come by, and I'll be doing that game tomorrow night. Had a lot of success with the most recent semifinal game. Got, I believe, 10 subscribers from that one game. That was fantastic. Great night for me there. And I'll be doing that again. Same with college and NFL. So, you know, if you're a fan of an NFL team or a college football team, you have a chance to be featured here. 2 Sunday games, well, I'll be doing my Steelers. But then the afternoon game will be voted by you guys. Same with college football. Example here, Iowa State, Kansas State. And then there's 3 games happening in the afternoon there. You guys will vote on that one as well. So, yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy that. If you're a sports fan, I think this is a good channel for you, as I'll be calling games pretty much all year round, from baseball to football, football to a little bit of college basketball, and then back to baseball again. As Jason Dominguez is going to step in. He's 0 for 1, batting .239, OPS of 723. As they're showing a Crochet with a very good pitching performance. As here's the pitch, and that's going to be hit right, but also foul. Six home runs, 25 RBIs. Here's the pitch. That's going to be upstairs for ball 2. 1-0 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be upstairs for ball 2. Crochet has the 7th best ERA in the American League. Strikeout percentage at 2nd. The WAR is at 6th. That's going to be just upstairs, ball 3. That one just missed. 3-0 count here to Dominguez. Here's the pitch. That's going to be chopped to third. Throws to first, and the throw is a little bit off, and he's not in time. As, the throw was just a bit off. Good job by the first baseman, try to not let this ball go behind him. He had to step off the bag. So that's going to bring up LeMahieu. I don't know why I'm struggling with that. He's 0 for 1, batting .275, OPS of 758. I used to say it all the time. So he's played forever. Crochet delivers. That's going to be low for ball 1. 2 home runs and 9 RBIs for LeMahieu. 1-0 count. Crochet delivers. Oh, he's throwing to second, and Dominguez is safe. So the Yankees already have a runner in scoring position, though. Yeah, no, that's okay. There's not going to be a check. I thought he was seeing if he was out or something like that, but not quite. Dominguez is safe. All right, anyway, Crochet sets, looks back at Dominguez. 2-0 count. Here's the pitch. Ground ball, and that's going to get through for a base hit. I think they're going to send him home. No, they're not. Ooh, that one could have scored a run, I think, but Dominguez was held up at third. But I think the Yankees will take it as they have runners on the corners with still nobody out here in the top of the 5th. All right, that brings up Austin Wells, batting .226, 11 home runs, 42 RBIs, OPS of 765. As here's the pitch, that's going to be in there for a called strike. 0-1 count. Crochet sets and delivers. That's going to be popped up and fouled. So 0-2. Crochet sets, and Wells is actually going to ask for time. Big at bat here. Again, runners on first and third. Nobody out here in the top of the fifth. And the Red Sox up 1-0, but the Yankees are threatening. And Crochet is going to step off. All right, we're back. Crochet sets. And delivers. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Down goes Wells on strikes for the second time. And that's going to bring up Peraza, who walked earlier in this one. Batting 167, OPS of 558. LeMahieu batting 448 apparently in his last 10 games. So pretty hot bat there. Here's Peraza, and that's hit hard but foul. Three home runs and 11 RBIs for Peraza. Crochet sets and delivers. That's going to be hit foul. So 0-2. Yankees had a really nice opportunity just a batter ago, and I think they probably should have sent Dominguez home. Not like I don't really have a dog in the fight, but I mean I don't know. I think Dominguez would have scored. I mean he's fast. 0-2 count to Peraza, and he fires, swing and a miss. He struck him out. As it went from runners on the corners with 0 outs to runners on the corners with 2. And that's going to bring up Paul Goldschmidt. He's 0 for 2, batting .311 and OPS of .824. 7 home runs and 31 RBIs for Paul Goldschmidt this year. Here's the pitch. That's upstairs for ball 1. One-zero count. Crochet sets and delivers. That's going to be upstairs, ball 2. Runners in scoring position for Goldschmidt this year. .391 average. 1 home run, 23 RBIs, OPS of .929. So he becomes clutch whenever he has runners at second and third or third. Here's the 2-0. That's upstairs. Crochet kind of slipped there. It's a 3-0 count. Here's the 3-0. And that one is right down the middle for strike 1. It's a 3-1 count. Rice is on deck. Here's the 3-1. Chopper to short. Story throws to first and gets him for out number 3. Goldschmidt was hustling, but he's not exactly the fastest guy in the world anymore as he is out. That one is out by a step. Great stretch there by the Red Sox first baseman Gonzalez. As we head to the bottom of the 5th, your score: Red Sox 1, Yankees 0. Again, hopefully you like what you see and hit that like and subscribe button. Definitely helps me out a lot. I really do appreciate it. This isn't the first game I've done, I promise. I've been doing baseball games pretty much since opening day. As, if you're a Pirates fan just watching just for fun, you were there for that sad, disappointing loss to the Marlins, which kind of, made the Pirates bad. But again, Pirates aren't the only team I do. I do other games as well. I will not lie to you. I haven't really done much of the Yankees, Red Sox. Yankees only the one game against the Pirates. And then the Red Sox, the one game about a month or so ago against the Mariners. And, just haven't really worked my way in the AL for some reason. NL, hey, I have a lot of success in the NL, so I guess that's what I'm thinking. I don't know. But, hopefully you just like baseball and hit that subscribe button. Same with football. I'll be doing football, so hopefully if you're a football fan, I'll see you in August. And if you're a diehard football fan, I guess I'll see you tomorrow because, again, I'm doing the UFL championship game, DC versus Michigan. So if you can't watch it and you're interested in knowing about it, I got you covered with a play-by-play with Dr. Delay. Wow, I just made that up. And again, feel free to chat down below. There we go, Joseph. Let's go Boston. Smart Park. Smart Park. I don't really have the Boston accent. Smart Park. I did have a teacher when I was in 6th grade from Connecticut. That's the closest. She was a UConn fan. I remember that much. As the Red Sox will bring up Rafaela. He's 1 for 1 with an RBI. As here's the pitch. That's going to be inside ball 1. Thank you for stopping by the way, Joseph. Appreciate you. Batting .258, OPS of .713. 6 home runs, 26 RBIs. Here's the 1-0. That's going to be chopped foul. But Red Sox just up 1-0. Here against the Yankees in the bottom of the 5th. I don't know why. Oh, I see why. All right, 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit right and fouled. Yarbrough at 60 pitches. Hasn't really pitched bad. It's just he's, pitching against Crochet, and that's always a tough task. 1-2 count. Yarbrough sets. And delivers. That's high for ball 2. So 2-2 count here. It's moved by pretty quickly. Not much offense in this one. Here's the 2-2. That's going to be hit right and fouled. Smart Park was like a commercial with Big Poppy and Jim from The Office. I think it was a Kia commercial. I don't know. I always joke with my Red Sox. I got you. Here's the 2-2. That's a swing and a miss. He struck him out. They're going to throw to first because that ball was in the dirt. I guess I never saw that commercial. That's going to bring up Campbell. He's 0 for 1, batting .229, OPS of .677. Jim from The Office. I haven't seen The Office in a while. Been a long time. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be low for ball 1. 6 home runs and 21 RBIs for Campbell this year. Yarbrough sets. And delivers. That's going to be high for ball 2. See, there was another vote. Red Sox at 75%. So 3 votes for the Red Sox, 1 for the Yankees. 2-0 count. Here's the pitch. That's outside for ball 3. 3-0 count. Yarbrough sets and fires. That's going to be outside for strike one. Yeah, that one looked like it was off the plate. I don't know, just the way it looked. 3-1 count. Yarbrough sets and fires. That's going to be hit right and also fouled. So 3-2 count. Yarbrough sets on the 3-2. He delivers. That's going to be hit to right, and that one is just foul, just to the right of the pesky pole. So Campbell will do this again with the 3-2, bottom of the fifth, one out. Red Sox up 1-0 over the Yankees. Yarbrough sets and delivers. That's inside, ball four. So Campbell walks, as that's going to bring up Ref Snyder. He's 0 for 1 and has a walk as well. San Francisco or LAD? I'm leaning San Francisco, to be honest with you. I'm going to go ahead and click on the game day here. You got Webb and Yamamoto. Pretty good pitching matchup. Like, that is elite. I just feel like it's going to be San Fran tonight, as here's the first pitch. That's going to be in there for strike one to Ref Snyder. Yeah, no, I'm also pulling for, San Fran. Not exactly a Dodgers guy, as I can't seem to find the game here. There we go. Here's the 0-1, and that's going to be hit right and fouled. Did I skip it? Did I, yeah, no, I'm an idiot. I was looking for. Anyway, we'll ignore that. But yeah, no, I'm leaning San Fran. 0-2 count here, Ref Snyder. Yarbrough sets and delivers. That's low for ball one. Would have tried to do that one, but I'm actually pretty tired already. I don't know if you can probably tell with the style and commentating. I'm kind of just tired. Low energy. Tomorrow I'm going to be doing 2 games as well. Here's the 1-2. Actually, the pickoff attempt, and he is back safe and sound. Tomorrow, again, I'm doing the UFL game in the evening. Going to have to decide between these 3 up here, the top 3 games. Pirates, Cubs, Reds, Tigers, Marlins, Nationals. I don't know. Here's the 1-2. That's going to be hit to right. And that one's going to drop for a base hit, as Judge couldn't make it. And Campbell is going to be at second. I really feel like Judge could have made that play. But, it is what it is. I'm probably leaning Detroit and Cincy for that early game. I'm not sure. I'm not too sure what I'm calling. All right, that's going to bring up Devers. He's 0 for 2, batting .274, OPS of .904. And they have a mound visit, actually. Having a little bit of a chat with the entire infield as the pitching coach. Again, if you like what you see, folks, well, you probably don't tonight. I'm kind of tired. But hopefully you hit that subscribe button. Maybe you give me another chance in another video. Are you Eastern time zone? No, that's the sad part. I'm in the Central time zone. I was born in the Eastern, born in Pennsylvania, but forcibly moved at the age of 8 to Texas. So that's where I reside. I'm just tired, though. I don't know. I've been up since 6, and I really couldn't tell you why I've been up since 6, as I did not work today. Just naturally woke up. And I don't know. I'm just tired. I'm ready to go to bed. I probably won't go to bed. As soon as this ends, I'll probably get a burst of energy. I hate that, It's so stupid how I am. As here's Yarbrough. he delivers, and he swung there. That's going to be strike one. But, like, the same thing with that work, right? Like, I'll be working, and then, I'll get off. Well, this is how I used to be. I'd get off, I'm tired, and then I get home. It's like, okay, you know what? I'm about to stay up for another 4 or 5 hours doing whatever. It's ridiculous. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be outside, ball one. I do feel myself actually waking now because, you're interacting. So I do appreciate you, Joseph. I really do. You're saving the stream. 1-1 count. Yarbrough. That was a pickoff attempt, and he is back saving himself. Also does not help that this game has been pretty boring. I was very excited about doing this, and, it's been, not much happening. There was a really nice play by, I believe, Volpe earlier. That was really good. But for the most part, it's not been that. Haven't really, you've replaced the teams with, Pirates, Marlins. Would not really. You just switch the uniforms around. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting here. But here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss, strike two. It's been a pitcher's duel. Pirates-Cubs was a pitcher's duel earlier. Thoughts on the Green Monster unis? I love them better than their UCLA Red Sox jerseys. Boston Bruins. I do not like the Boston Bruins. As far as the monster ones, as this one's going to be right down the middle. Devers, I don't know what he was looking at as he strikes out there. And that's going to bring up Gonzalez. I like them. I just don't think you should wear them against the Yankees, Like, I'm pretty big on, like classic rivalries. Keep the classic uniforms, All right, so it looks like Yarbrough is done, and that was a pretty good performance by him. It's a shame that he couldn't make it through 5 as he's going to exit here. It's going to bring up Jonathan Losiaga out of the pen. But I don't know, like, and it might be weird, but like Steelers-Ravens, like I do not want to see color rush like with the Steelers, Steelers-Ravens, that should be the traditional black and yellow, and then the Ravens wear their, white, and, black pants or whatever. And then, of course, if it's the other way around, the Ravens are home, well, they need to be wearing their purple jersey and white pants or black pants, and the Steelers, obviously, if they're white jersey, yellow. And I don't know. I guess I'm just weird like that. But if it's a big game, traditional game, then it should be just traditional jerseys. I leave that other stuff. Like leave the Red Sox Green Monster jersey for the Twins or just any other team that it's not like a rivalry or something. I don't know. I know it might be weird, but that's how I view that. But they're nice. I think it's clever. It's very clever, actually. But I wouldn't have worn them tonight. So pitching change here. I dig when the AFC West teams go to their alternates. Chargers, Broncos kind of tried at their... Well, yeah, I think that's a little bit different, though. So I might kind of seem hypocritical here. But, the Broncos have a sweet, throwback. Obviously that... the light blue, the powder blue with the orange jersey. That is beautiful. And that's classic, right? Silver on white. Yes, no, exactly. I feel like the classic uniforms, especially in the AFC, I don't know, I feel like football is a little different. Because when it comes to baseball, for the most part, these uniforms have been pretty much the same. For baseball, it's been pretty much the same forever. Yeah, there might be some tweaks here and there. But for football, if you're wearing a throwback, I think that's a little bit different. When it comes to alternate, the color rush to me is alternate. That's not a throwback for, NFL. Here's the first pitch. That's a swing and a miss, strike one. And the Patriots, they wear their all blue. Well, I guess that's now their regular home, which is terrible. But, if they were to wear their red jerseys, and they're taking on, the Bills or the Colts, a rival. That's cool. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be chomped foul. Feels like a nod to their history. Yeah, no, I think football is a little different because the throwbacks are literally just, it's their history. But, I guess alternates and throwbacks to me they're different, right? Color rush. No, do not wear the color rush for like a rivalry game. Wear that, if it's Steelers and Falcons, like, okay, well, like, who cares about that? Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Losiaga strikes him out. So he gets out of the little jam, and that's going to take us to the top of the sixth. The Red Sox up 1-0. But no, I completely agree. When it comes to like throwbacks, I'm totally in favor of that. Because the AFC West have some great uniform combos. Wasn't against the color rush, but I also wasn't asking for any changes from the get-go. I'm not against it either, but like I said, like if it's a rivalry game, like I kind of got mad. What year was that? 2018, I think. Steelers hosting the Patriots. I was let down. I love the color rush Steelers jersey, but that shouldn't have been Steelers. Patriots should not have used the color rush. That should have been the traditional black jersey, yellow pants, because that's iconic to me. Yeah, have we lost to the Patriots in that uniform a lot? Yeah, but it was still, I don't know. I feel like it would have been just neat for me to watch them in their classic uniforms, because I don't think they've actually. Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to think about it, because once Brady left, they switched the silver pants to like the blue pants to like the all blue. And the blue pants, I don't know. It just looks bad. I don't like the Patriots uniforms. It's pretty much what I'm saying. But anyway, I don't know. Maybe I'm just a hater. But yeah, I don't know. Traditional uniforms, it's fine. Baseball, I don't know. I don't think you should wear the Green Monster uniform against the Yankees. If that makes any sense, I guess. Wear it for like, the Astros come to town. Yeah, no one cares. No one cares about Astros, Red Sox. Yay or nay on the Bumblebees? I'm a yay guy. And it's probably because of the Killer Bees, because, I mean, they were putting up numbers in those jerseys. If they were probably worn by another team, I would be like, yeah, no, that's garbage. Like Georgia Tech wears them. It's like, ugh. Or something like that. Or just reverse the color scheme and put them on the, I think, didn't the Giants do that this past year? Am I wrong there? I can't recall. Or something similar to that. Yeah, they looked okay. Yeah, I miss the Killer Bees. Even though they never won a ring, it was still fun. They would lose in the playoffs with Styles. That's going to be inside ball one. Rice is 0 for 2, batting .233, OPS of .794. And even that's actually not true. They'd still lose by a good bit. Here's the 1-0, and that's going to be chopped foul. Killer Bees' last playoff game was 2017, the Steelers-Jaguars. That was tough. Giants did what looked like a red, white, and blue Michigan. Yeah, I remember the helmet. I like the helmet. I just don't remember the jersey. What was the jersey? 2-1 count here to Rice. I'm looking it up because I don't remember. Here's the 2-1. That's going to be a ground ball to second. Throws to first for out number 1. Giants throwback jersey. Why am I in caps? Am I an old guy? Oh, yeah. That's not bad. That's not bad. Yeah, I like the helmets. Chicago also had something like that. Here's the pitch to Judge, and that's going to be upstairs ball 1. I like it. Honestly, that's not too bad. When I really look at it, that's not bad. I've seen worse. Here's the 1-0. That's going to be in there for a called strike. I think I'd be a little hypocritical if I said I liked the Bumblebees and I didn't like that. They're similar. I think the random gold pants, though, kind of throws me off. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be in there for strike 2. That one looked a little outside. Looks like he got a call there. And why? Yeah, the Bears had a very similar one. They had like the lines or something. But yeah, like the helmet was also like that. Here's the 1-2. That's going to be popped up, and that's going to be fouled back. Let's go ahead and back this out. Yeah, they had the little. It's Tariq Cohen. Yeah, I remember him on that. Yeah, that's not bad either. But I mean, they look similar to the, jerseys they had. 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He strikes out Judge. Crochet has been unstoppable tonight. And that's going to bring up Cody Bellinger. He's 0 for 2, batting .253, OPS of 767. I do like those ones. They kind of did the 80s scheme that looked a lot like the Bills, but the helmet is cool. Which one? Was it the Bears? That's going to be ball 1 there. Almost hit him. 9 home runs and 36 RBIs for Bellinger. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Yeah, actually, I saved. There's a picture. I think it was Ian Rappaport. He just posted a screenshot of like his screen. It was the Broncos classic jerseys this past year with the orange, and they were playing the Raiders. And I was like, man, that looks so good. That's a swing and a miss, strike 2. Giants. Yeah, no, that's not too bad. Also I like the Giants 80s ones too, and that's. Here's the 1-2. That's outside for ball 2. Here's the 2-2. That's going to be hit to second. Campbell throws to first for out number 3. So we head to the bottom of the 6th. The score is 1-0. I don't know. I was about to say 6. Yeah, no, the Giants have good uniforms. They should honestly go back to these. I don't know why they have the current ones there. That's kind of salty if you're a Giants fan watching right now. If you're a Yankees-Giants fan, look at that. That is unfortunate. Unfortunate, Barkley. I like the word marks. A lot of people are against that for whatever. Yeah, so, and I regret it. And I'll just kind of change some of the stuff I did. Like, let me go ahead and show you guys. Patriots. So I downloaded a bunch. Well, let me go ahead and show you. I'm actually getting it all from this website here, and I'll just come back. I'm almost done with all the college logos I'm downloading from. And I'm an idiot. And I'll have to re-download some of these. But look at these. Whenever it wants to load up here. Okay, so why did I not download one of these two? I don't know. I couldn't tell you the ones that didn't download them. I instead download this, that one that's blinking right there. Don't know why. So whenever if I do a Patriots game, I'm probably going to just download this one. Like, these are just way better, Don't know why I decided to download all the new ones like an idiot. So, oh well, I'll just be changing that later down the road whenever I get to that team. I don't think I can show you the word mark. I don't know how to screen. I can only have this is linked to the internet. I don't have my I can't link it to my see, when I do that it turns off. So anyway, I'll have to show you that NFL thumbnail soon. All right, we're heading to the bottom of the 6th. Navarez is up. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. Judge is 1 for 8 in his career with 7 strikeouts against Crochet. That's just not good. But Crochet is one of the best. Navarez batting .278, 6 home runs, 22 RBIs with an OPS of 812. Loisaca still in and delivers. That's low for ball 1. 1-0 count to Navarez. Here's the 1-0. And that's going to be hit to left. Shallow left on the run. It's Dominguez, and he makes the catch for out number 1. As Dominguez was trying to be a little wary of the wall out there and left that, Ref Snyder kind of ate, but took it like a champ. That's going to bring up Roman Anthony's 0 for 2, batting .071, OPS of 276. It is kind of awkward or a slap to the face. The other Oilers-Texans thing, they did. Texans get the throwback, their other stuff. I'm okay with the Titans keeping the, because it is their, histories. That's going to be inside ball 1. I heard that the Titans blocked the Texans from using the color scheme. I think that's if that was true, that's where I had the problem. I don't have any problem with the Titans using continuing to hold the Oilers' rights. As that one's going to be hit to left, that one is fouled. I had a problem with the Titans blocking the Texans from using the exact same Oilers colors. Because if you're going to use your, to me the Titans uniforms are trash right now. They should go back to the Oilers ones. As here's the 1-1, or that's low for ball 2, or at least go back to the 2000s ones. The Titans 2000s uniforms are pretty good, but pardon me, I can't speak. I don't know why. I'm just tired. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like the Texans should be able to use the light blue and the red. And here's the 2-1. That's going to be inside ball 3. Three and 1 count. Here to Anthony. Lysiaga sets and fires. That's going to be fouled back. I don't know. I don't know why some of the teams make the uniform decisions they do. I don't know. There's just nothing appealing about the Titans uniform. And the same thing with the Jaguars. The Jaguars have such great 2000s uniforms, and they're wearing, I don't know, it's just like a regular teal jersey. Here's the 3-2. That's a swing and a miss. He struck him out. And that's going to bring up Story, who's 1 for 2 and has scored the only run in the game, batting .232, OPS of 631. Yeah, Jaguars, not good uniforms. Titans, not good. Pretty much the AFC South. Texans, they're okay. I feel like they downgraded. That's going to be inside ball 1. Ravens coming out. Really? What do you got there with the Ravens? I heard that the here's the 1-0. Ground ball to short. Throws to first for out number 3. So we head to the top of the 7th. Red Sox 1, Yankees 0. I heard that the Redskins, Commanders, whatever, they're going to be coming out with the I forgot what year that was. Royal purple gold face mask. As long as they don't wear it against the Steelers, I'm cool with it. Commanders, I heard they're going to do a throwback. Not the Redskins one, but the one with the spear, if that makes any sense. I don't know, Redskins, spear, helmet. And I'm sorry about this chair. It sounds terrible. Yeah, I heard that this is what's coming for the Redskins, or the Commanders. Redskins. Would be cool, though I'm not really seeing anything about it right here, which is kind of a little disappointing. But I heard, and that's what I heard or saw on Twitter, but apparently not, because I'm not seeing nothing on it here on the internet. So I don't know, maybe not. Because I'm not a fan of the Commanders. I'm not a fan of the Commanders' name. Not a fan of their uniforms. They're just not good. They're just not good at all. It's just bad. Commanders uniform news. Oh, hold on. Commanders owner teases uniform. Okay. If they're going to go ahead and poke at that sort of thing, they should just go ahead and do the whole thing. I mean, yeah, I agree. I mean, they should go back to the Redskins for me. I mean, it's just... It's time to move on. Yeah. You hate the fans. I get it. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Anyway, that's going to bring up Volpe, as that's going to be in there for strike one. Volpe is 1 for 2 on the night. YT's on the whole Native American thing. You can just go right back if you're going to make that step. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, they should go back to the Redskins. But, I mean, I don't know. It's a whole thing. Here's the 0-2, and that's going to be hit to left, and that's going to get down for a base hit. So the Yankees have a runner on here in the top of the 7th. It's Crochet. I don't know if he's allowed a base runner to lead off the inning yet. And that's going to bring up Jason Dominguez. He's 0 for 2, batting .238, OPS of .719. I don't know. The Commanders are it's just not a good name. It's just not good uniforms. Just bring back. It would quench my thirst to bring back the spear helmet. Really, it would, in those uniforms. 0-1 count. But then, I don't know. Then I'd want something more, to be honest with you. Here's the 0-1. That's outside for ball 1. Yo, what's up, Luis? How's it going? Just doing Yankees, Red Sox. Almost falling asleep here. Actually, Joseph saved me. Here's the 1-1. Ground ball to second. There's 1 and 2. A double play. So look at that. Crochet continues his performance. Amazing performance getting that double play ball, as that's going to bring up LeMahieu. He's 1 for 2 on the night, batting .286, OPS of .775. Definitely a committee decision on their new identity. Yeah. Who pitched tonight? Well, for the Red Sox, it's Crochet, and he is still looking really good here in the 7th. Yarbrough pitched for the Yankees. He didn't do too bad either. He ran into a little bit of trouble in the 5th inning, but he ended up only allowing the 1 run, and that was in the 2nd. Yankees are in the bullpen. Red Sox still have Crochet. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be low for ball 1. I don't know. I just hope that it is. I don't know. Commanders just isn't good. Here is the 1-1. That's a check swing. Strike 2. Red Wolves. I mean, honestly, they should have just kept red. Red Wolves, Red Tails. I remember Red Tails was the thing. Here's the 1-2. That's going to be hit to right, and that is just foul. Crochet is elite level. Yeah, he is. He's showing it tonight, shutting down this high-powered Yankees offense. 1-2 count. Crochet delivers. That's high for ball 2. So 2-2 count to LeMahieu. Fun fact, 99 overall in MLB 13 to show. Here's the 2-2. That's going to be hit foul. I just remember that because I played MLB 13 a lot. Forgot we were on David Ortiz earlier. And let's see. Well, that's DJ Stewart. 2-2 count here to LeMahieu. Crochet delivers. That's going to be hit to right. And that is caught by Anthony for out number 3. So nothing doing there as we head to the bottom of the 7th. Red Sox up 1-0. Or was it MLB 14? Because it definitely wasn't. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. No, I'm thinking of someone else. That wasn't. Fun fact was a lie. Ignore. Terrible. I'm bad. Anyway, if you like what you see, folks, if you're okay with false fun facts, then definitely give me a subscribe button push. Every subscription really helps me out. And again, tomorrow I will be doing a baseball game. Unsure what that baseball game will be. I'm leaning Reds Tigers in the middle of the day. And then tomorrow night, as you see there, doing the UFL championship game. Hopefully you can stop by if you got nothing else going on. And then, of course, for football season, I'll be doing college and NFL. At least 2 Saturday games, up to 4 potentially, and then 2 Sunday games with, you guys voting on one of the windows. As I'll be doing Steelers and Jets week 1, and then, of course, again, you guys will be voting for that later window there. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't know. I have no energy tonight, so I do apologize. This is my worst stream yet. I say that for every bad stream, but it's a pretty bad one. I'm just exhausted. I'm ready to go to bed, as the Red Sox are going to have Toro, Rafaela, and Campbell due up here in the bottom of the 7th. Again, Red Sox up 1-0. Feel free to vote. We have some votes, more votes coming in. Red Sox actually up, 4 votes to 2. Who you think is going to win tonight? Red Sox currently up 1-0, so that's 67% looking good. Ever had liquid death to drink? No, I've actually never had any energy drink in my life. I've, like any of that sugar energy drinks, never had it, and I don't know why. I just, everyone else relies on it, and I'm like, I'm good. I do drink coffee, and I will have like a cold coffee, but I'll never I don't know, just never have had it. I've had 5-hour energy once, and yeah, that was crazy. I actually had so much energy, it was kind of weird, so I never did it again. I don't know, I'm just weird like that, I guess. Toro is 0 for 2 tonight, batting .323, OPS of .910. Yeah, to go back to the announcer voice, I had kind of stopped doing that for a little bit. Hamilton, the pitcher for the Yankees, he faces Toro. Here's the pitch. That's in there for strike 1. It's sparkling water. Ah, well then why? I was never told that. YouTube Comedies, thank you for enlightening me. I appreciate it. Thank you for stopping by, of course. Here's the 0-1, and that's going to be hit to center. Bellinger makes the catch for out number 1. Sparkling water type of thing, like 10 calories, 2 grams of sugar. Real good. It's my favorite kind of soda substitute, and it hits good. Come on, doctor. You've never had an energy drink? What? Me neither. Oh, really? Look at that. There we go. Yeah, no, I just never had an energy drink, but apparently it's sparkling water. I don't think I want I don't like sparkling water either, so there's that too. They have teas as well, not too sugary either. Well, I mean, I'm not going to say you can look at me and see that I'm not exactly those healthiest guys. That's a ground ball to third. Throws to first for out number 2. So I'm not like, oh yeah, I don't have sugar. I don't drink soda. I literally have so much Pepsi in the fridge right now. Had a Pepsi for lunch. Well, lunch and and pizza. So like I said, I'm not exactly the healthiest guy here. But yeah, no, it's I don't know. I've just never had one for some reason. Just never had one. Never really wanted to have one because everyone else has it, I guess. All right, here's Campbell, as that's going to be in there for a called strike. Yeah, I don't know. Tea is okay. I only really like sweet tea, though. My wife loves tea, though. Like actual tea. Here's the 0-1, and that's going to be hit to right. And Judge makes the catch for round number 3. So very quickly, the Red Sox go down as we head to the top of the 8th. Red Sox up still 1-0. Again, thank you guys for stopping by. You guys, honestly, shout out. Of course, Luis is always here. Appreciate you on YouTube. Thank you for the comment, of course. And I feel like I might have seen you around. That's on me if this is your first time here. I kind of lose track of people. Joseph kind of saving the stream. Shout out Joseph. I was about to fall asleep in front of the camera. So thank you again. I used to be a big soda guy. Now I'm a big soda guy. Oh, I got you. People rely on that stuff a bit too much. Yeah, I just see Red Bulls or, it's when I was back in school, I was born in 96. And everyone had a Monster. Like, oh man, Yeah, I gotta have my monster. Oh man, and they would always offer me one. I'm like, I don't know, I'm good. Like even back then, I was just like kind of weirded out by the fact that everyone had a monster. I wanted to try it because it's like everyone's doing it. That's what my mind was thinking. But it's like at the same time, like I'm good. I don't think I need that. Again, I know it's weird, but that's just how my mind thinks. I just kind of go against the grain on a lot of things, I guess. Due up for the Yankees here is Wells, Peraza, and Goldschmidt. Again, 1-0. This game has been pretty quick. Very boring, to be honest with you. It's like a Yankees-Marlins game. This is a Yankees-Marlins game with the Yankees. Did I say Yankees-Marlins? Pirates-Marlins game with the Yankees-Red Sox teams, with uniforms pretty much. It is what it is. Again, if you like what you see, of course, you probably feel disrespected that I just called the Yankees, Red Sox, the Pirates, and Marlins. It is what it is. I just kind of call it how I see it here. As, again, I've been doing baseball games since opening day. So, again, if that type of stuff appeals to you, that's great. Also, if you're a big football fan, again, yes, you can see I already have the Hall of Fame game up here. So, hopefully, you'll hit the subscribe button. As we're returning to action, Wells, ground ball to second, throws to first for out number 1. So Wells goes down on one pitch. And Crochet's still out there in the 8th inning. But yeah, no, again, if you're a college or NFL fan, hit that subscribe button. Probably won't be as mean for the NFL season because I'm aware of where the Steelers are at. So Jets, I might hate on you guys for the first week because we play you guys. As here is Peraza. That's going to be in there for a called strike. That's a culture shock then with their O-Series neon shoes, checker shorts. I have no idea. That's going to be ground ball to third, throws to first, and Peraza's out for number 2. Well, I do remember the neon shoes. A lot of like orange and green, lime green. Like, I don't know. Like a lot of bright colors for shoes back in the day. Cookie Monster hats. I don't remember that. Do I remember that? I'm trying to remember. I don't think I remember that part. But I remember a lot of bright colored shoes back in high school. Yes, I do. All right, Goldschmidt is up. He's 0 for 3 today, or tonight, I should say. Batting .310, OPS of .820. Here's the pitch. That's going to be chopped foul. 0-1 count. Crochet at 95 pitches. Would be pretty cool if he's able to get out of here pretty quickly here. See him come back for the 9th as Goldschmidt pops it up. Ref Snyder trying to find it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Crochet with 8 scoreless might be back out for the 9th. Who knows? As we head to the bottom of the 8th, your score, Boston 1, New York 0. Might have been a West Coast thing. The joke with people who used to dress like that is they're all in jail now. Okay. I gotcha. Oh, man. Again, if you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. Again, I haven't really been able to do many Yankees or Red Sox games. I'm a Pirates fan, but I also do a lot of NL West. A lot of NL West fans love me. I'm sorry. I'm just popular out there, I guess. But yeah, no, definitely hit that subscribe button if you're a baseball fan. Of course, if you're a fan of these two teams, just let me know about it. Talk to me, and we'll, of course, build that little bit of connection, and then I'll try to work in some more Yankees or Red Sox games, whatever. That's usually how it works, is that the more vocal you are about your team, interact with me, and then I get you in there. That's just how it works. Today's a random game because I wanted to circle back. Haven't been able to do a Red Sox game in a while. Same with Yankees, but that was a Yankees-Pirates game. It doesn't really count. Red Sox-Mariners I'm finally fulfilling my word to come back to the Red Sox. So, again, if you're a football fan, hey, I got great news. I love football more than baseball. I'll be straight up honest with you. So I'm probably going to enjoy the crap out of that. Steelers-Jets, I'm excited for it. Aaron Rodgers going to the Steelers. So if you're a Jets fan, well, I don't know. I feel like you're probably salty inside because, he was kind of playing a little bit better as the season went along. And you get Justin Fields. And, if you think Fields is good, you're hilarious and probably don't need to communicate your opinions on Twitter or anything like that. Also, you'll be able to vote on games. Yeah, I'm feeling toxic all of a sudden. What the heck is wrong with me? You'll be able to vote. I'm doing every Steelers game, but I am doing every afternoon game. That'll be voted by you guys, the subscribers. So, again, you guys will have a lot of say on what I call. Same with college football. At least 2 games every Saturdays. Don't know why I'm being toxic. I'm tired. When I'm tired, I tend to be my bad, guys. I'm just the worst. This big DC kid idolized Rob and Big and all that. Wasn't a big skater, more of a cruiser. I'm not too sure who those guys are. I'm not going to lie, as that's going to be in there for a called strike. Robin Big. Wait, is that Robin Big? That sounds familiar. 0-1 count here to Duron as he's pinch hitting for Ref Snyder. Let me look that up. That sounds familiar. Give me a sec. I feel like I went over to a friend's house and he'd always be watching that. Yeah. Okay, you might be like my friend then. Yeah, the ridiculousness guy. Yep. Yeah. No, he would always have that on. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. I wasn't, it was okay. I don't know, back then, I don't know. I was just kind of a nerd, I guess. Probably still am when it comes to, like, sports. I was a sports nerd. Not like I wasn't like a Dungeons and Dragons guy. I was like sports nerd type of thing. As here's Devers, and he fouls this one back. Devers is 0 for 3, batting .273 on the year. Oh and 1 count as Hamilton sets. Here's the pitch. Devers hits this to left, and that's off the monster as Dominguez tries to find it. And just because he hits it far doesn't mean he gets to go to second, of course. That's the big green monster in effect there. Devers forced to stay at first, which is a shame because that was high off the monster. That's unfortunate for him. As that's going to bring up, looks like Marcelo Meyer's going to be pinch hitting for Romy Gonzalez. He's batting .250 on the year, OPS of .836. They were great. Not a lot of people watch it, but anytime I do meet someone who did, we instantly click. I gotcha. Well, you'd like my old friend who watched it for sure. As we have a mound visit. Aaron Boone's coming out very slowly. Looks like he's trying to buy some time for Cruz, I guess, in the bullpen. Plenty of games, PlayStation. I used to have I have a PS5. I just bought it. I don't know if I'll be, I'm unsure. But I have an Xbox, and I stupidly went to Xbox, despite having a PS2, PS3, PS4, Xbox Series X. Why did I do it? Because I listened to my IRL friends who all got them, and then within a year, only a few of them had them left. They sold them. Like, okay, well, I got screwed over. Yeah, I do have an Xbox. That's actually how I'm calling the game. I have it through the Xbox app, or Xbox, and then MLB is on the Xbox app. Pitching change. It's going to be, I don't know who was that? Cruz is coming in. Marcelo Meyer, he's going to be the hitter. Pinch hitter here, batting again, .250, OPS of .836, 3 home runs, 4 RBIs. But yeah, I mostly play sports games. That's really all I really play. I played a little bit of COD. I got to Diamond on Ranked, and I called it a day. I was not getting out of Diamond 1. I'm like, all it does is stress me out. Why am I even playing? So, but yeah, no, if I play a little bit. MLB The Show, which I haven't played that in a while. But lately I've been getting back on EA College Football. Used to have the PS4 I had 1 through 4, but I ended up grabbing my PC a couple years back, and TBH probably won't go back. Yeah, everyone's telling me I got to go to PC. I don't know. I'm just stubborn. I'm very set in my ways. Marcelo Myers, the rookie sensation. Yeah, no, he was also another guy that was just called up for the by the Red Sox. So the youth movement underway in Boston. So in a few years, I expect them to go back to what they were when I was growing up. But and I remember, like a lot of Pirates fans really wanted Marcelo as well. I can't remember what year that was. I don't know if that was the Henry Davis draft or not, but I just remember, like, yeah, we got to get him, and then we didn't. And I don't remember who we did, but not as good. All right, Fernando Cruz is going to be pitching here as they're showing a compilation of some, I guess, 70s or 80s baseball. I'm not too sure who they're talking about. George Boomer Scott, a Boston Red Sox 8-time Gold Glove winner. Shout out George Boomer Scott. All right, here's Cruz as he faces Meyer, and that's going to be in there for strike one. He's from the San Diego area like me. I gotcha. That's cool. Fellow San Diego native. Here is the 0-1 to Meyer. Inside, it's a pass ball. And looks like Devers is going to take second with no problem. So a runner now in scoring position for Boston. As Wells couldn't get in front of it there. So a wild pitch moves the Red Sox into scoring position. Runner on second, one out here in the bottom of the eighth. Cruz sets and delivers. Swing and a miss, strike two. Meyer's going to ask for time. Used to live in San Diego. Look at that. Murphy Canyon. 1-2 count. Cruz delivers. That's going to be chopped foul. So I wonder if that was close to where Luis. It's a small world. One and two count. I can't remember who it was, but there was a subscriber that asked, like about where, like, I lived up in Pennsylvania, as here's the 1-2, and that's going to be upstairs ball 2. And, yeah, apparently he only lived like an hour away from where I lived. And I was like, wow, that's crazy. Which I don't live there anymore, obviously. I'm in Texas now. 2-2 count. Cruz sets and delivers. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. So Meyer goes down on strikes right above Qualcomm Stadium. Cool area, too young to appreciate it. Yeah, I feel that. 0-2 count. Or 0-2 is his freaking stats for the night. He was a walk. I'm an idiot. Yeah, Navarez is 0 for 2 with a walk, batting .276, OPS of .808, 6 home runs, 22 RBIs for Navarez. As we're just now approaching the 2-hour mark in this game. This game has flown by, which is honestly a blessing. But now I'm kind of feeling more awake now, so there's that. A little mound visit there, meeting of the minds as they're discussing what to do with Navarez. Solid hitter, again, OPS above 800. That's pretty good. As we are resuming, Cruz sets, looks back at Devers, and delivers. That's going to be high for ball 1. So 1-0 count. Cruz sets. Looks back at Devers yet again. And fires. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Favorite pizza joint? Any good local ones? Or are you more of... for me? Well, I mean, again, I live in Texas, so, like, I don't Local pizza, there are no good local ones here where I live. My favorite pizza is actually up in Pennsylvania, which I can't wait to have that in about a month. Here's the 1-1. That's in the dirt ball, too. Little Nicky's Pizza is the pizza joint up in Pennsylvania where I just love their pizza. As far as national, I would say Domino's. I'm a Domino's guy. I would prefer Domino's over, Pizza Hut or Papa John's. Yeah, Domino's, I guess, is the best national one. 2-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's in the dirt, ball 3. Sorry for the weird questions. You're good. No, it's not weird. I mean, I appreciate you talking. It's fun. It makes it more enjoyable. Currently waiting on this game to download. Just saw a Little Caesars ad. Oh, I gotcha. Little Caesars, yeah, that used to be good for me when I was younger, and yeah, I don't know. Once it goes cold, I don't know. I feel like I can't have it anymore. Here's the 3-1, and he went strike 2. So 3-2 count to Navarez. Runner on second here in the bottom of the 8th. Cruz sets. And delivers. That's low for ball 4. So he draws the walk. And that's going to bring up Roman Anthony, who's 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Batting .067, OPS of .258. They're just looking again to, see how he does in his first week or so of the majors. It's tough. He's kind of finding that out, but I'm sure he'll be okay. Again, batting .067, an OPS of .258. Here's the pitch. That's low for ball 1. Runners on first and second. Bottom of the 8th. 2 outs. Red Sox. The chance to extend this lead. I dig a cold pizza. Any pizza at that matter. But our locals are called Me and Ed's. Brick oven style. Real pricey. Yeah, that's the same thing with Little Nicky's. It's an oven. Wood oven. That's going to be low for ball 2. We had a lot of Papa John's in the San Diego area when I moved up into the Central Valley. They didn't have a Papa John's till like last year. But yeah, Domino's might be the number 1 when it comes to the big guys. Yeah, that's just how I feel. Pizza Hut, Papa John's, honestly, the ones around here are not that good. Pickoff attempt, but Devers is back safe and sound. The other, like Papa John's, when I am out of this area where I live, good. Papa John's in this area might be one of the worst pizzas I've ever had. Round tables. I'm not familiar with round tables. 2-0 count, and he steps off again, and the Red Sox fans are letting him hear it. Again, if you're a away pitcher trying to pick off a runner, you're going to get booed just because that. I don't know why that is, but that is just the way it is. You get booed viciously. 2-0 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be upstairs for ball 3. Our Pizza Hut ended up being shut down. Always that inside. Yeah. Pizza Hut, I don't know. Every time I go into one to pick up a pizza now, there's like nobody there. They killed themselves with the redesign, and the salad bar and all that cool stuff. There's actually one an hour away from me, but I've yet to go inside it. That's going to be in there for strike 1. I need to go to that Pizza Hut. It's one of the few classics left before they change it. 3-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be low, ball 4. So Anthony draws the walk. Does a good job there. Good at bat, young man. As Story is going to come up. He's 1 for 3, batting .231, OPS of .629. 9 home runs, 34 RBIs. Cruz is going to step off. Lived in San Diego during the Golden Era, Qualcomm, home of the Chargers, but now the stadium is called Snapdragon. Oh, so the San Diego FC play in Qualcomm. That's cool. I didn't know that. That's neat. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be inside ball one. I think your 10 had one of the last Kmarts. Dang, that's tough. That is tough, man. A lot of stuff have just changed over the last few years for the worse. I don't think I ever went inside a Kmart, but it's just sad just knowing that the 2000 stuff is, leaving, as that's going to be low for ball two. 2-0 count. Bases loaded. Two outs. Cruz delivers, and this one's going to be hit to center. Left center. Dominguez is under it and makes the catch for out number 3. So he strands the bases loaded as we head to the top of the 9th inning, as it is 1-0, Red Sox leading the Yankees. Yankees will have one final shot to push it to the bottom of the 9th. Rice, Judge, and Bellinger are up, so that's a pretty good trio there. Again, if you like what you see, folks, and honestly, I don't think I'm getting a single subscriber after this one, and that's fine. I didn't deserve it. But if you like what you see, if you happen to, if you just have a, if you're a nice person and you aren't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Definitely would help me out a lot. Again, I'll be doing college football and NFL later down the road. Baseball is what's happening now. So again, if you're a baseball fan, well, this is a good channel for you as I bounce around the major leagues. Depending on what the subscribers want, that's what I pretty much offer. Yankees, Red Sox, kind of seeing how it would do. I'm not going to say it was a failure, but it was a failure. That's just how it goes. Swing and a miss, You give it a shot, see how it goes. It doesn't pan out. You accept it and move forward. It's a Tomlinism right there. Or embrace it and move forward. That's actually not accept it and move forward. All right, Ben Rice is 0 for 3, batting .232, OPS of 790. I can't speak. Sorry. It's a Tractor Supply now. Tractor Supply's all over where I live here. Tractor Supply 15 miles that way. Tractor Supply 15 miles that way. It's just the way it is. Not one where I live, though. Not in the town I live. So Crochet is going to stay out there for the 9th. He's going to go for the complete game here. Complete game shutout. Or at least that's what it appears. They might try to take him out because, again, he is close to 100 pitches. But, yeah, this would be pretty neat. If I can witness that. As Crochet delivers, that's low for ball 1. Crochet has never had a complete game in his career. Here is the 1-0. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Crochet has never gotten an out in the 9th inning. That is interesting. 1-1 count. Here's the 99th pitch. That's going to be inside. Oh, he went. Strike 2. He tried to hold up. I'd like to see the replay there. Ooh, yeah, no, he definitely went. 1-2 count. Crochet with the 100th pitch. Ground ball to second. Throws to first for out number 1. That was his 100th pitch. As that's going to bring up Aaron Judge. And this is a guy that could change all the plans here. He's 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. In his career against Garrett Crochet, he's 1 for 8 with 7 strikeouts. 387 batting average, 1250 OPS. Here's pitch number 101. That's high for ball 1. 25 home runs, 59 RBIs on the year. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss, strike 1. 1 count. Here's the pitch. Ground ball, foul, just foul. As that's going to get past the ball girl. Ball girl's not looking too great out there tonight. Just the way it is, I guess. They're about as good as the Giants' old guys out there. Just not really good. 1-2 count. And it looks like, okay, I thought we were calling time here. Crochet delivers. That's high for ball 2. This crowd is on their feet. Oh my goodness. Here's the 2-2. That's going to be hit right and fouled. 105 pitches for Crochet. 2-2 count. I feel like if he just loses just one hitter here, he's going to get yanked. Crochet delivers inside. Ball 3 as the Red Sox faithful are angry. And again, this is a perfect example of just because the pitcher throws it and the catcher catches it doesn't mean it's a strike. Here's the 3-2. And that's going to be hit to deep left field. That one is gone. Out of the stadium. Aaron Judge makes him pay as he ties it up here in the top of the 9th. 1-1. His 26th home run of the season hit that one 443 feet. 115 miles per hour off the bat. He had been getting wrecked tonight. He was 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. And he just sent that one out of Fenway. Called it. That was crazy. Aaron Judge is made for these moments. I mean, he is. He is. He's a guy that could just change the game with one swing of the bat. Luckily for him, it was only 1-0. You know, so he didn't need anyone else on base. He just needed to do it himself. And there is a mound visit, and I guess that's going to be the end for Crochet. I'm not too sure, as again they're just showing. I'm watching it on the Yankees Yes Network here, and yeah, they're showing just different camera angles of this home run. I think they're happy. I don't know. What do you guys think? Yep, it is a pitching change. Aroldis Chapman is going to be replacing Crochet, as Crochet gets a standing ovation regardless. What a swing of the bat. Again, just one pitch, one swing of the bat changes the outcome of this game. It was looking like it was going to be an early game. Crochet just going down. Yeah, no, he left. That was a long mound visit, apparently, because he had come out pretty much immediately as soon as Judge had crossed home plate, and then he was just exiting. So there might have been a conversation. He's like, no, let me finish. Unfortunate. It was a good performance by Crochet, though. I mean, seriously, I mean, he entered today, I mean, just like he was just dominating. 8.1 innings pitched, 1 earned run, 7 strikeouts. That is very good. Mr. 105 definitely would grab a Chapman jersey. Yeah, well, I don't know if I'll buy any more jerseys for the Pirates. Well, I mean, I could try to get a Chapman custom made. I don't know. I'm sure they do have one up there in Pittsburgh, but only if it's cheap. I just don't want to support the teams that I love because they haven't done anything for me lately, you know. Why the heck did they not put in their star closer? I don't know. I see, personally, like, I get it. And this is why, you know, you guys are, you know, you're correct. But if he had been very good. Crochet had been unhittable. So I'm thinking, hey, let's let him finish it out. You know, I'm giving him 1 base runner in the 9th. Like, hey, you walk somebody, you allow a hit, you're done. Unfortunate that it was a home run. But yeah, that's kind of that would be my management style. Is like, yeah, no, you've been unhittable. I'll let you make the mistake. I won't take it out of your hands unless you force me to. Unfortunate. And again, this is a guy that would make you pay. As here is Bellinger. That's going to be high for ball 1. So Chapman entering the game, and he's been pretty darn good. So I'll look up his stats here. Here's the 1-0 to Bellinger. And Bellinger hits this to right, but that one is fouled back. Chapman, 1.59 ERA. Really good. Whip of a .88. Just, again, really solid. 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be just inside ball 2. Chapman wants to know where that missed. Two and 1 count. Chapman sets and delivers. That's outside ball 3. As some Red Sox fans not liking the calls of the umpire, but I mean that other one was that should have been a strike. But 3-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be fouled back. So the count is 3-2. Chapman sets and delivers. That's going to be fouled back. So Bellinger staying alive here. Lefty on lefty matchup. Three and 2. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit foul. Showing again the replay of that. Judge, they love that home run. They've showed it probably about 15 times. I'm not even over or under exaggerating or over exaggerating. That is literally as Bellinger hits this one, and that one is going to be caught by Meyer for out number 2. Shallow left field there. Do you have an ideal place for Skeens when he is traded? I mean, I don't want to think about it. I mean, I really hope it's not the Yankees. I really hope it's not the Dodgers, but ideally it's probably going to be one of those two. I mean, yeah, I think it'll be a big market. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Volpe is 2 for 3, batting .249, OPS of 770. I don't know. It'll probably be like the Dodgers. He's from the West Coast. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Maybe the Giants? The Giants, I know they need more hitting, but, I feel like I could see him as a New York Giant. The San Francisco Giant, I could see him as a Giant. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. That's way upstairs for ball 1. I don't see him as a Padre. I'm sorry, Luis. I just don't see it. I mean, I don't know. Do they? I mean, Luis, do you guys have a farm system? That's going to be in the dirt for ball 2. Yeah, I don't know. That would be my guess is Dodger, Yankee. I could see the Phillies. 2-2 count here to Volpe. As again, it's 1-1. Yankees tying it up with the solo shot by Aaron Judge. Here's the pitch. Chopped foul. Padres have a farm system, but not great. 5 out of 10. Yeah, I don't know if that would be enough. Then, we would need some top prospects. Here's the 2-2. That's going to be hit to center. And that is caught for route number 3. So we head to the bottom of the ninth. The Red Sox once had this game in the bag, but now look to try to reclaim it as it's 1-1. I think the California League is a single-A team. I'm confused. I'm sorry. Red Sox and Yankees have the best farm system. Okay, well, I mean, I would think Boston as well, but again, like Boston's not like there yet. We have the Rockies and D-backs affiliates here. Oh, okay. I don't know. Like again, Skeens, looking at it, I don't see him as a Cubby. I just don't see it. None of the NL Central. The NL, yeah, Mets, maybe. Phillies, I think, are more likely. And then the West, I could see Dodgers, Giants. I don't see any of these 3 teams. The East, Yankees, Red Sox, but I don't know about it yet. AL Central, none of them. AL West. The Rangers have the money, but I don't think so. So just a few teams, really. Yeah, they signed yeah. That's usually how they go. They're kind of like the Pirates, but obviously a lot more successful. Like a lot more successful. So, yeah, I'm just kind of waiting for this game to end at this point. I don't think there'll be any new subscribers for this stream. It is what it is, I didn't have a high energy. I was tired. I didn't deserve it. It is what it is. Skeens to Las Vegas confirmed. Yeah, oh yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah, they're going to pay him the bag. Oh, that, and didn't they didn't sign any big names for the last few years, so then all of a sudden they go to Vegas and then they start signing some people with multi-million-dollar contracts. It's kind of scummy in my opinion. All right, here is Toro, as that's going to be outside ball 1. Let me actually check. Yeah. Oh, well, hey, we got the stream in at least. We can say I called Red Sox Yankees. Here's the 1-0. That's going to be popped up down the foul line, and Peraza makes the catch for route number 1. And that's going to bring up Rafaela. I have to wait to hear him. Rafaela? Yeah, we're just going to go with that. 256 batting average, OPS of 707, 6 home runs, 26 RBIs. Orioles, Rays, Tigers also have really good farm systems. Yeah, again, I just don't see, because he would, I don't know. I just don't think he would get traded to another team that's like a, like a small market. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be popped up foul. I remember seeing that the only reason Fisher did that was to avoid a players' union complaint. Yeah, I don't know. Not a fan of the A's. Doctor, we're going to the 11th. Yeah, probably. Oh well. Here's the 0-2. That's going to be in the dirt, and he did not go as he checked his swing. Hopefully it doesn't go more than 10. Oh, it's close. It is what it is. What I learned today is that Yankees, Red Sox, I don't know, I should probably check to see how many other people are doing this game. That's probably the case. I mean, Yankees obviously have a big fan base. 1-2 count here to Rafaela. I think that's how you pronounce it. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and a ball in the dirt. And he is out. That's going to bring up Hamilton, who's pinch hitting for Campbell. Batting 190. OPS of 516. I'm actually going to go ahead and check here. We're going to go ahead and snoop and see what's going on. Let's check. Yeah, oh my gosh. Okay, we got some. Oh my gosh. I don't think I need to do Red Sox Yankees anymore, guys. Do you see the views they're getting? What in the world? We're not doing yet the Red Sox Yankees ever again. When they play each other, we're leaving it to the big dogs, okay? That is, yeah, I didn't know that. Hey, we gave it a shot, right? We got killed in the ratings tonight, though. Look at this. Look at this, man. What the heck? All right, well, hey, we gave it a shot. We gave it a shot. Again, thank you guys. You and Joseph, pretty much the only ones here. Thank you for, just hanging out with me as I, fail away tonight. Did get a subscriber earlier today. That was pretty fun. It's always fun to see that number go up. Whether it's one, it's whatever. If I go up, that's fantastic. It is a little annoying to wake up one day and I'll check and I'm like, oh, I lost a subscriber. That happens a lot more than you'd think, but it is what it is. You never know. The algo might help you out one day. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. I don't know. I think I just got wrecked tonight. It happens. I mean, I was the number 5 guy there? When you type in Red Sox Yankees, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm 9. So I'm ahead of these guys that have a bunch, but they still clearly have way more. I mean, look at this guy. This guy, he has a lot of energy. He's got, what is all that? That's neat. I don't know how to do all that. I'm just not good. I just need to get better. I got wrecked tonight. All right, here is Hamilton. As Tim Hill is going to be pitching for the Yankees. 2.76 ERA. Might just have to stick with the NL guys. That's just the way it is. That's going to be low for ball 1. I think I learned my lesson tonight. Just NL games only. I got the NL. 1-0 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. 1-1 count. Hill sets and delivers. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. There's your energy drink, guys. Yeah, no, they had a lot of energy. I don't know. I just was not feeling it. I don't know what happened the last few hours after I left the Pirates-Cubs game. One and 2 count here. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 2. Hill started walking off the mound. So 2 and 2. Very likely heading into the top of the 10th after this. Here's the pitch. That's going to be slapped foul. Nice snag by the third base coach. 2 hours and 34 minutes and counting. 2 and 2. Here's the pitch. That's going to be chopped foul. So 2 and 2 count again. Still unsure. Tomorrow I'm leaning it's going to be Tigers-Reds, as this one's going to be hit to right. But Judge looks like he's under it, and he is to make the catch for out number 3. So extra innings it is as we head to the top of the 10th. Yankees, Red Sox 1-1. Yep, I'm leaning Reds, Tigers. I'll be honest with you guys. I think it's going to be Reds, Tigers. Don't think I come back for Pirates, Cubs. We're going to take a risk again tomorrow. That's what we'll do. Taking a risk tomorrow. We'll see. Reds, Cubs. Looking at the games tonight. Phillies did defeat. Yeah, well, hold on. Red Sox. Again, obviously they're tied here. Duh. Phillies defeating the Blue Jays 8-0. Braves over the Rockies 7-4. Tigers over the Reds 8-2. Rays over the Mets 7-5. Rangers over the White Sox 3-0. 1-1. Cardinals Brewers. A's up 3-1 over the Royals. Orioles up 2-0 over the Angels. Astros over the Twins 9-1. Marlins over the Nationals 6-2. Padres currently starting that one over the Diamondbacks 1-0. And Giants, Dodgers, and Indians and Mariners, they're about to start in about 30 minutes or so. Pirates close to climbing the standings. Are they really now? That's kind of breaking news to me there, Joseph. They are actually playing better as of late, you know. And I think, again, they started off so bad. If they didn't lose those games to the Marlins, I feel like they would be around 500. I really do. 7-3 in their last 10. Look at that. Shout out the Pirates. Just too good. Unfortunately, they're still 11 games back from the lowest wild card, so they have some of the lowest odds to make it into the playoffs. But, I mean, just one game at a time. You know, if you take, I would say if you split with the Cubs, so you just need one of the next two, that's a win in my book. You go 500 in Wrigley, yeah, that'd be good. 7-3, yeah, no, I mean, you're right, but they didn't climb anywhere, though. They're still in they're still in 5th place. They're still in 5th. All right, so here we're back in the top of the 10th. Volpe's going to start off at 2nd. Dominguez is at the plate. As here is Whitlock pitching for the Red Sox. Here's the pitch, and that's a swing and a miss, strike one. Now, Luis did say the 11th inning. I hope that is not the case. 0-1 count. Whitlock sets, and he's going to step off. Looks back. Volpe. I feel like I hear the Red Sox fans booing, which is interesting because they are the home team. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch, and this one is ripped foul. What in the world just happened? Luis, what did you do? Oh, and 2 count. Luis. That's going to be outside ball 1. I'm confused on what just happened here. One and 2 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be chopped foul. One and 2 count here to Dominguez. As here's the pitch. And Volpe's going to go to third, and he is safe. Meyer can't believe it, and they're actually going to challenge it. I'm confused. Luis, are you there? You're confused too. Yeah, I don't know what just happened here. Joseph, are you there? I don't know what just happened, but your phone is in the pocket. I got you. Joseph, are you there? Oh, Joseph, no. Joseph, if you are there. Okay, there we go. I don't know. So your phone, your messages are accidentally deleted here. Well, I got you back. So they have a that is so close. As far as the stolen base attempt here, they have a challenge. I think he's going to be safe. All right, well, you're back, Joseph. You're back safe and sound. I don't know what's going on with my cat. Cat's being a little odd back there. Okay, I think we're returning. So the call. Oh, wow. He's going to be out. Wow. That one was so close. Honestly, let me look at this again. Oh, wow. That is so close. And I don't know if I agree with that personally. Chats are still here. Didn't see any. Okay, well, for me, it's gone. But hey, well, that's good, as that's going to be fouled. So it's 2-2 count here. So the Yankees, ghost runner, I guess we'll call it. He's been thrown out. So 2-2 count here. 1 out. Luis, I apologize. That's going to be fouled back. Well, yeah, it is what. I mean, if you could see him, that's good. I actually can't. I cannot see him, but it'll be fine. Nothing happened at school. Gotcha. Well, that's good. Because, yeah, no, I literally cannot see. So the Yankees, again, they had a great opportunity here in the top of the 10th, but now it looks like the Red Sox now have a big advantage, as that's going to be high for ball 3. Three and 2 count. Whitlock delivers. Strike 3 called. Dominguez was about to head to first, but nothing doing there as he strikes out looking. And that's going to bring up LeMahieu. He's 1 for 3, batting .282, OPS of .764. As here's the pitch. That's going to be hit to right, and that one is foul. And the first base coach is like, what in the world? That should have been fair, and they're checking it right now. Oh. LeMahieu's saying it should have been A's on a rally, just got 2-run single. Really? Nice. Good stuff for the A's. Well, I mean, I don't know if I cheer for them, actually, because of the move. Oh, that is so close. They're reviewing it. A's, yeah, what are the A's doing? Yeah, they're up 6-1. Look at that. It's a good day for underdogs. Again, the Pirates won earlier. Well, maybe not. I don't know. So 0-1 is the count. LeMahieu is adamant that he singled there. The umpire said that was foul, and it was close on the monitor as well. Another close play. The first one went in the Red Sox favor. This one we're unsure as well. Can't really see. Yeah, I have no idea what this call is going to be. Friday the 13th activities. Yeah, right. It just says that Joseph Broseph was hidden by Luis. So when I had my phone in my pocket, somehow I'll click on it and hit him. Yeah, no, I had to unhide him. I brought him back. All I saw on the screen, like in my peripheral, like, just something happened over here. I'm like, look, and I'm like, Luis just blocked him. I'm like, bro, what did Rob do? But then Rob's like, not here. You tried your phone today for the stream, never again. No, you're good, man. It is what it is. They're still looking at this play. I don't really know what's going to go on. I don't know what the call's going to be, because this is a close one. You got to just go with the... I feel like they're taking a long time on this because of the close call made earlier that went against the Yankees. And they're like, well, let's try to get this one for the Yankees, You have risen. There we go. use my phone when I do yard work. Makes sense. We are waiting for this call, and this is just taking forever at this point. I just want this game to end at this point. Come on, let's go. They are, okay, we're about to return. Here we go. After review. The call on the field stands. Boone is ticked. Boone said some grown-up language. He actually threw his gum at the umpire. Now he's coming out. And I think he's been tossed. Aaron Boone is gone. And how he's having a huge word with the umpires. Boone is mad. Now he's yelling at the first base umpire. Yeah, this one is it's unfortunate for the Yankees. Seems like they had such a the first umpire. He's like, I don't know, it was close. Wow. Yeah, that's tough. That's a tough call, to be honest with you. It was so close. And I think they're just a little bit more incensed due to the fact that the first call went against them, and that was close. And then this one was close, and it also went against them. So, yeah, I can understand logically. See you later. Yeah, that's what the umpire said. All right, so Boone is gone, and we will hopefully return to this one as it's 0-1 to LeMahieu. Here's the pitch. That's outside for ball one. So 1-1 counts. This one might go to 3 hours, and this one was flying by, but all of a sudden just decided to die down here in the later innings. As here's the 1-1. That is chopped foul. So we're all, I guess, going to be Red Sox fans for the bottom of the 10th as we're trying to get this one over with. Or unless LeMahieu could hit a solo shot here and then they just shut down the Red Sox. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with either or. I'm fine with team. Let's get this game over with at this point. LeMahieu is going to ask for time. I just don't feel like I should leave in the middle of a game. I only did that once. And it was fine, as this one's going to be in the dirt ball too. I had done this, and I did my first NBA game, and I had nobody there through like a quarter. I'm like, I'm not having a good time. No one's here. Let's cut it here. So yeah, no, I ended the stream. No one was there, and then I deleted it. Here's the 2-2. That's in the dirt ball 3. So I guess you could say I'm a quitter. When it comes to this, though, baseball, I mean, can't do that. 3-2 count. Wells is on deck. Whitlock sets and fires. That's going to be hit foul. So LeMahieu stays alive. Whitlock at 15 pitches. Here's the 3-2, and that's going to be hit right and also fouled. Again, just taking their time here. Miss all the shots you don't take. I don't know. I don't think I regret that decision. Here's the 3-2. Chopper to first, and Toro's going to step on the bag for out number 3. So we head to the bottom of the 10th, and DJ is ejected. So he immediately, as soon as he's thrown out, he yells at the first base umpire, and he immediately sends him packing. He is done. Wow, that is crazy. Just seeing ejection after ejection. Again, Aaron Boone ejected here And then you'll see it right here. Just ejected as soon as the play was over. He had something to say, and it was just immediately, you're gone. So that's crazy. The Yankees kind of unraveling before our eyes. I'm not superstitious, just a little stitious. Yeah. Just a little stitious. How the turntables with the Yankees, scoring in the ninth, but now they might be done here in the 10th. Again, Duran, Devers, and Meyer are going to be due up in the bottom of the 10th. I'm an Office fan. Yeah, I like The Office. I just haven't watched it in a while. Haven't watched it in a good bit. I do thank you guys, of course, for staying here. It's been, again, I apologize for not the greatest content tonight. Just a little bit tired, fatigued. The game wasn't exactly great. Kind of, it's been slow, but obviously the ejections are really cool. So, you're casual, no doubt. Definitely a funny show and watching with friends. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not really a die-hard Office fan, but it's funny. I like it. I watched every episode from season 1 to like season 7. I don't think I ever watched season 9. A little bit of season 8. Anyway, we're going to return to action here in the bottom of the 10th. Pablo Reyes is going to take over at second for LeMahieu. As Duran's going to be up, he's 0 for 1, batting .270, OPS of .751. And, again, Hamilton's at second, so Red Sox looking like they are going to win this game. 5 home runs, 38 RBIs. Hill delivers, and that's going to be inside for ball 1. Season 8 and 9, no. Steve Carell, no good. Yeah, that was kind of what I was, No Steve Carell. It's like, not the same. Here's the 1-0. That's going to be a chopper to second. Throws to first for out number 1, but he moves the runner to third. So Hamilton just 90 feet away. And it looks like Hill is getting the sign to walk Devers. And Devers, yep, there it is. Devers is going to head to first for the possible double play. And that's going to bring up Meyer. Meyer's 0 for 1, batting .244, OPS of .817. Three home runs and 4 RBIs for Meyer. Looks like they're going to have a little bit of a mound visit here. I don't know if it's everybody or just the infield, the pitching coach, or just the meeting of the minds here. Red Sox only have one more player on the bench. Efros is warming up in the Yankees bullpen. Walk-off? Well, I'm pulling for it. I could be completely biased here because, I think it's just you guys here. So thank you guys for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. I really do. I'll take a sac fly. I'll take anyway. I'll take this game ending in the next few pitches. So Bellinger is coming into the infield. Wow. Was for dinner? I had pizza. I ordered pizza, actually. We were talking about pizza earlier. I was going to make some spaghetti, but I was like, I'm tired. Like, I was already feeling tired earlier. So I'm like, I'll just order out. or order in, I guess that's what they call. So yeah, had a little pizza. Here is the first pitch to Meyer. That's going to be inside ball 1. So yeah, I already ate. I'm good. Look at that. Luis had pizza. That's crazy. We all having pizza. Now, what'd you have, Joseph? Did you have pizza as well? Here's the 1-0. That's a swing and a miss, strike 1. So Luis had pizza. I had pizza. Does Joseph complete the pizza chain? Here's the 1-1. That's a swing and a miss, strike 2. Thinking chicken spaghetti, we have some leftover garlic bread from when we made our own pizza. Sounds pretty good right now. Might grab a slice of that. There we go. Yeah, no, I was torn on either pasta, like making my own angel. I love angel hair spaghetti. That is the best. Here's the 1-2. That's going to be chopped foul. I might make my own spaghetti tomorrow. That's probably what I'll do. I'll make angel hair spaghetti tomorrow. So we're just doing Italian. Here is the 1-2 to Meyer. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. The Yankees not going down without a fight. As that's going to bring up Navarez. He's 0 for 2 with 2 walks, batting .276, OPS of .811. 6 home runs, 22 RBIs. Here's the 0-1. That's a swing and a miss. Strike 1. Again, the Red Sox had a great opportunity here, but now it's kind of slipping away. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be chopped foul. You got plenty of energy. Go ahead and call that. Yeah, oh yeah. I'm ready to go, dude. I am ready to go for that double header or triple header. 0-2 count. Ready. The E on the fuel gauge just stands for extra energy. Yeah, definitely, dude. We're ready. Here's the 0-2. That's low for ball 1. Looks like Devers jogs on over to second. So second and third now with 2 outs. 1-2 count. Come on. Just get it. Hit it into the outfield, please. Here's the 1-2. Popped up. And that one's going to get out of play, so he stays alive for one more pitch at least. 1-2 count. Runners on second and third. What is happening in the other games, actually? Let's go ahead and move that down. That's going to be chopped foul. Yeah, they're still warming up. They're about to start that game. Padres Diamondbacks 1-1. That's fun. Still looking at Sunday. Tomorrow, I'm leaning. It's probably going to be Reds Tigers. Very likely Reds Tigers. Sunday, I don't really know. Here's the 1-2. And that's going to be hit to left center field. And that one is off the monster. That's going to score a run. And this one is over. It's over. The Red Sox win 2-1. And I am done for the day. Oh, my goodness. Just saw that broken bat highlight and saying that the bat went further than the ball and faster than the ball. Wait, which one was that one? I actually can't remember that anymore. I think was that Pirates Cubs, or was that because there was an incident for that earlier as well. I can't remember. But yeah, that's over. Oh my goodness. Again, thank you guys. Let's go Boston. Win for the Sox, win for the doctor. No kidding, dude. I'm ready to go. I am ready again. You guys are the best. You guys are legends. I am very sorry for this terrible performance, but I learned, hey, no one watches Yankees Red Sox if they don't know you, you know? So they don't know me. They're going to stay with their people. That's fine. They can stay. That's totally okay. I'll just stick with, the NL. I have a lot more success in the NL. So I think that's why subconsciously I just go with the NL as well. Just, I just don't have the footing in the AL. But anyway, I'll catch you guys later. Thank you guys. I will hopefully see you guys tomorrow. If you guys aren't doing anything I plan on doing, as of now, it's going to be Reds, Tigers, and of course, if you're football fans, Luis, I don't think you're a football fan if I recall. Joseph, I honestly can't remember, and I'm really sorry. But I'll be doing the UFL game tomorrow night. So if you guys got no plans for around lunchtime tomorrow or in the evening, I got you covered with some more Dr. Delay fun, I guess. And I'll have a lot more energy, I promise. You guys have a great night. Thank you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Again, thank you guys for just being awesome. I really appreciate it. I really do. You guys made this stream for what it was. So you guys have a good night. And if you aren't, subscribe. Thanks.